Losing a pet can be devastating. For many people, it's like losing a family member, which is why One Valley organization is creating a space for pet owners to be able to grieve together. Janet Dewey is the director of equine programs and a licensed therapist at the Meadows Behavioral Health Care. Thank you so much for being here today.
Yes, thanks for having me.
I mean, it's just one of the greatest sadness that we live when the joys of an animal and then to lose that animal. Why does it hit us so hard?
Yes, and it really isn't about the loss that makes it different. A loss is a loss whether it's human or non-human, and I'm really glad to see there are more studies showing that. It's about the attachment to the animal that creates that grief process. The difference is this is a grief called a disenfranchised grief, and so what that means is it's not readily accepted by society. So that's where the shame can come in of why am I mourning for so long, and that's the key difference.
So we should release that, release any shame that has to do with it. We loved it, now we're missing it. It's that love that's still existing without that animal or that person or that attachment there.
Yes.
Tell me about this workshop that's happening.
Yes, and that's kind of the point of the workshop. So this is a 5-day workshop that was created by not just talented clinicians and amazing people who love the horses, our equine specialists, but it was created to allow a place for people who are experiencing this loss and don't feel like they have anywhere to go. They have no one to talk to. This was created for them, a place where they can come and talk about that shame and the grief and the pain without judgment, and instead receive that acceptance. And not just on the human side, but by the horses as well.
Okay, you mentioned the horses. We know you're the director of equine programs, so I imagine horses were involved here. How are the horses involved with the healing? They're used so much with human healing.
Very much so, and you know, they've been a part of a lot of different cultures around the world, and such an important part of that human piece of it. And so the horses come into play because they are authentic, they're honest, and they show up and they see us as how we show up. They don't ask questions about how was yesterday, how was last week. They just see how we're feeling. So when we show shame, grief, pain, they respond to that and not just everything else that us humans kind of take with it.
Accept you as you are. This workshop is happening Monday, April 20th through the 24th. It's at the Meadows Behavioral Health Care. If you're interested, and if you are mourning the loss of an animal, release that shame. It's just that love you experience that you're missing.
Yes, absolutely.
Janet, thank you.
Thank you.